is Eman Esfandi, also known as Ezra Bridger, aka Jabba the Hutt, and you're watching the Boys Podcast.
I knew I could count on you. Though, sure took you long enough. What's the plan?
Here, do your thing.
What thing?
It's your lightsaber, take it.
You keep it.
What?
I don't need it. Besides, you've been training.
Very funny.
No, I'm serious.
Take it.
I gave it to you. It's yours now.
At least take a blaster.
No. The Force is my ally. That's all I need.
Well, I'm gonna need more than that.
Well done. Look.
Hey, Sabine, Ahsoka ever teach you how to... What happened between those two?
Ezra?
Hi, Hera. Home.
And welcome back to an episode of the Boys Podcast. My guest today is an actor, singer, director, and producer. You may have seen my guest in projects such as Barry and King Richard, Julian in Day Trip, Sam in That Fucking Word, Ezra Bridger in Ahsoka, and many more. My guest also sings the songs The Moment, Drunk Test, East Side Livin', Somewhere in the Hills, Alexi 3049 DeLorean, and many more. So welcome the man, the myth, the legend himself, Mr. Eman Dragon Wolf Esfandi. Welcome, Eman.
Hey, thank you very much, Mr. Joseph Zito. It's an honor to be here again, even though this is technically our first one that anyone will see. It's good to see you.
Good to see you again, Eman. Technical difficulties, everybody. You know what happens.
It happens. This is a modern world, man. How are you, Joseph?
Good, just hanging out, just chilling. You know, it's been a crazy day. You know, sometimes it's life, though. You know what I mean?
You're in Chicago and it's very cold.
Oh yeah, it's fucking cold.
How cold is very cold? Is it like snowing outside?
Yep. Well, 2 days ago was 5 inches of snow. So if that means anything.
Okay, wow. I mean, it's way more than I'm ever used to. I'm not from anywhere cold.
So yeah, you're from Texas, and then now you're in California, so you're still the heat.
Nothing but heat, dude.
Yeah.
Nothing but heat.
That's cool. And if people are curious, the connection was bad because he was in the galaxy, and I was on Earth. Of course, that's what happens when you're in the...
Wait, say that again?
The connection was bad last time because you're in the galaxy. I'm on Earth. You know.
That's right.
Yeah.
I was in a distant land. I was on Peridia.
Ooh.
Last time we did our interview, I was on Peridia. I had a beard. I had long hair. And I'm on Earth with you, so I cut my hair.
He's an Earthling now.
I'm an Earthling now, dude.
Welcome. And he's swinging his racket. Just why not? You know.
Right. Yeah. Whoever's watching the visual of this, I'm only swinging my racket because it's like meditative for me and it helps me focus.
I get that. I'm the same way. Like when I edit, I listen to music in the background, so I get that.
I don't know. It just feels better.
Awesome. Now, so how you been doing? How you doing it, Eman?
I'm good. I'm very lucky that where I'm at right now in California is safe. There's a lot of wildfires and tons of devastation that have occurred, which is tragic, but it's also fascinating to see the way the community is helping each other. So that's beautiful. But yeah, it's a tragedy and it's a wild time, but I am very grateful and give thanks for the fact that where I'm at is safe. My family is safe. My people are safe. So I'm just hunkered indoors, minding my own until things get a little bit clearer outside.
That's good. I'm happy you're safe. Like I got worried because I was like, oh no, I don't want Eman to get hurt or anything. I mean, I got worried. You're a cool dude, Eman.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, luckily I'm good.
course. You're a legend. Everybody. Eman
Hey.
here is a legend. He's very talented. Oh my God, you're very cool.
Thanks, Joseph. Likewise.
Of course. Thank you. Appreciate it. Now, what made you want to become an actor and singer, and who's your biggest inspiration for acting and music? You said.
Great question. What made me want to become an actor and singer? I
Thank you.
actually wanted to be a singer before I was an actor. I was a tennis instructor at a tennis camp called Nuke's Tennis Ranch, the
Okay.
John Newcomb Tennis Academy in Texas, New Braunfels. And I was a camp counselor for their summer program.
Ooh.
And when I would ask the kids during the break, we would ask them this thing called a QAM, question of the moment. T
Okay.
was silent for some reason in that acronym. For the QAM, we'd be like, all right, what would you be if you could be anything in the world? And it provided for you everything you needed: food, water, money, health, like success, fame, whatever it comes with, you're provided and taken care of all completely. What would you do? It could be anything. You know, we had kids be funny and be like, I'd pick my nose. And we'd be like, right on, you're a nose picker. Congratulations. And then a lot of people would say soccer, tennis. They'd say scientist, rocket scientist, or astronaut, and random stuff. Kids of all ages, from 9 to 18, right? And then they'd say, Coach Eman, what about you? And I wasn't an actor at the time. And I would say, oh, I want to be a singer. I'd want to like play guitar or piano on a stage and just like pour my heart out. And that was what I wanted to do for a while, but I never really sang in front of anyone. I was way too nervous. I was so scared, dude. It was so scary. So I never thought that was a thing. And then I fell into the acting. I was in college studying economics at UT
Nice catch.
Austin.
Sorry to cut you off, but nice catch.
Thanks. I was in college at UT Austin studying econ, minor in French. And then after a semester of economics, I had done an associate's degree in Laredo at a community college there. I played college tennis for a couple years. That was fun. And then I went to UT. I'm at UT, and after a semester of economics, I realized I don't like any of the jobs that you get from that degree.
Okay.
So I'm like, all right, I'm soul searching. One thing leads to another. A friend recommends this acting workshop. And I always loved movies. I loved going to the movie theaters. I would sometimes watch movies and be like pretending I was doing the same thing they were doing in the movie just to feel it more. Like if it was an emotional scene, I was like, what if I was losing my son? Oh, and I'd just start crying in the movie with the movie. It was so weird. But it was weird to me at the time because I didn't know any actors and I didn't know anyone who felt that way. So I was like, that's just this weird thing I do when I watch movies.
So I got distracted. Is that Jake? I got distracted. I was like, who's that guy behind?
Did you see someone?
Yeah.
Oh, can you see him?
I saw somebody behind. It freaked me out. I was like,
yeah, that's my homie Jake. Jake
I was like, what the hell is that?
He's also a legend, dude. He's a writer, man. Writer-director, and he's a fucking legend. Oh, sorry. I don't know if we cuss on
you. You can swear. Go ahead. Eman, you're good.
Fuck yeah. So he's a fucking legend, too.
But you were saying, though, so I cut you off. I just got freaked out. I was like, who the hell is that?
No worries, dude. Yeah, and then I end up going to this acting workshop and fall into acting. It was the Burtons, Kim and Brad Burton. They had this acting workshop for auditions, and I went up, I volunteered. They were really nice, and long story short, they were like, hey, like, we'd love to have you come in and audition and da-da-da. I was like, great. And they were like, who's your agent? Why have we never had you? I was like, oh, I don't do this. I'm not an actor. And they were like, well, you have a great look. Send us your headshot. I was like, and they were like, send us a good picture. I was like, all right. I'll send you a good picture. And they put me in a commercial like that week. No audition, nothing. It was an industrial. And I was like, whoa, that's a good sign. I'm an actor now. You know what I mean? And then I went to audition for like a UT graduate short film. Okay. My first ever audition. And I booked one of the lead roles. And so I'm playing this action. I'm in this action sci-fi short. Isn't that so funny? The first thing I ever book is an action sci-fi dystopian future, and I do all my own stunts and stuff. Oh, that's and then now here we are. We know each other because you likely saw me originally in Ahsoka. I know, Jake.
That's cool. Yeah, my favorite role though is Ezra. Like you do it so good, honestly.
Thank you.
Like,
Thank you.
of course. And
Thanks, man.
what was I say? Oh, I like, lost my train of thought. I'm sorry. I saw Jake. I was like, "Is I lost my
Sorry.
train."
Yeah.
What was I gonna say? Okay, no worries. Oh, is there any actors or musicians that you like
Ooh.
idolize growing up? Since like
I loved. I mean, I make rap music now under Dragon Wolf, Wolf spelled with a U, and other kinds of music. But I really loved growing up. I loved Lil Wayne, Eminem, Big Sean, Kendrick, J. Cole. I loved Drake. Things are a little different, but I loved his music. Just like the Young Money crew. And then I also love Childish Gambino since his EP. I remember I loved him since, and his mixtapes too. And then yeah, so that was like the music inspo. And then there was like John Mayer
oh wow,
and Adele, like those kinds of artists, the singer-songwriters. Um, and then acting wise, I loved Al Pacino and De Niro. I don't know why. I just love those guys. I felt like I wanted to do those kind of movies. Who else? I loved Michael Fassbender for some
Ooh,
reason. I thought he was so good. I think he's so good. Denzel's dope. I always blank when I think about the actors that I looked up to,
okay,
but I guess Leo, I liked Leo since I was young. There's a lot of actors that I'm like, oh man, every time I watch them, I'm like, it's like I'm learning. I'm like, oh wow, you could do
yeah,
that with acting.
that's yeah.
Um, who else? Jessica Chastain. I think she's incredible. Oscar Isaac, Riz Ahmed, but I didn't really know him until I started acting.
That's cool.
So till college. But yeah, those I'd say them.
You know who you look like from far away since you shaved in your hair? You look a lot like John Stamos.
Dude, that's such a compliment.
Look like
From Full
John.
House?
Yeah, John Stamos. You look a
John
lot like.
Stamos, dude. I would love to look like John. Shout out John Stamos, dude.
You look a lot like him. Well, like, oh my god. Yo, I
That's
could see.
awesome, bro.
That's what I was gonna tell you. You look a lot like
Uncle
John.
Jesse, dude. I look like Uncle Jesse. I love that. I love that, dude.
Just call you John Stamos from now.
Yeah, I'm John Stamos. Oh, you guys need a John Stamos lookalike? What's up? It's me. They do a biopic on John Stamos. I play John Stamos.
You got the guy.
I got the guy.
Well, and now speaking also with your music, what was the inspiration behind your name, Dragon Wolf? Like that's a cool name. Like, what's the inspiration? I'm
Thanks,
curious.
man. Thanks. At first, I thought it was kind of weird. I was like, "It is a weird name. Like, I might have to change it later, but it doesn't matter for now."
Okay.
It's kind of simple. I think it just came to me one day. Like, I just started calling some character Dragon Wolf. Like, it was like Dragon Wolf this, Dragon Wolf that. I didn't even know what it was. I was like, I don't know what Dragon Wolf is yet, but
Okay.
there's this whole story. And then once I was like, oh, I guess this is like the name for my musical alter ego. I was kind of like Dragon Wolf. It's like a mouthful. Maybe I just do Wolf or change it to Dragon. I don't know. But then I was like, the whole point of Dragon Wolf was to have like a creative outlet where I didn't judge or like doubt the inspirations. Like any idea I got, I'm like, okay, that idea was given to me for a reason. I feel inspired to give it life. Let me give it this life. And then find out later what it was for.
That's cool.
You know what I mean? Instead of trying to box it into something like, oh, that's this, and it should sound like that, and this, no, just like, okay, how's it showing up? Okay, now it sounds like this. Then I say this, do that, blah, blah. That sounds like it's done. Great.
Cool.
Who knows what that was for other than to maybe even sometimes just do it. So the name even was a version of that practice of like, hey, I'm not gonna fight the inspiration. That's the name that came.
Okay.
Is Dragon Wolf, And as a kid, I loved dragons and loved wolves, simple. And yeah, so I think it just sort of showed up from like my subconscious.
Wow. And with your music too, you should go on tour. I would love to see you in. That'd be cool. A concert. Cool.
Hey, thanks, man. I do want to eventually go on tour. I'm still sort of exploring, I've performed live before, but I'm still sort of exploring musically. I don't like exactly have a set like, okay, this is this is that. I'm still like enjoying the creating process. And then
Okay.
there will be a time I know that I'm inspired to go and perform the pieces that I've made, you know?
Mhm. Makes
So,
sense.
I'm sort of busy with some other stuff right now, so I wouldn't have time right now anyway.
Wow. That'd be cool though. 'Cause if you need help, I could give you some like music connects, like some people I've interviewed in the music industry. I could hook you up.
That's awesome, bro. I might hit you up for that when the time comes.
Yeah, because that'd be cool. I'd be like, hey guys, check out my boy. He's on tour.
Yeah, that's cool. Thanks, man.
Of course, of course. Now, what is your favorite role you portrayed? And can you please say an Ezra Bridger quote? Remember?
Yeah. Favorite role I've portrayed. That's tough, dude. I feel like so far my favorite role would probably have been
Ezra.
Ezra Bridger because it came with the most amount of new experiences. Like it introduced me to a crew of dedicated creators who made Mando and Ahsoka and Boba Fett for the last 6 years or 6 seasons or whatever. All these people who were like so committed to this to their crafts and then committing their crafts to Star Wars.
Mm,
And so I got to meet and work with like all these legends, you know?
that's
And
cool.
that was cool. And then all the castmates, legends, cool. The creators, literally legends, cool. And then I got to do legendary stuff.
Mm,
I got to
yeah.
build a lightsaber. I got to use the lightsaber. I got to use the Force. I got to be in those cool costumes. I got to jump and fly in the air, Force jump. I got to like Force Fu. You know, I got to fight hand to hand combat. Got to be in a ship. I just like it came with the coolest stuff so far. You know, this is crazy.
Funkos. The
There
Funko.
they are. Yeah. And because of that, I'd say that's my favorite so far.
So
So
far.
far. We'll see, you know. A life of career, a life of roles, who knows what'll mean what to me later. But right now that's my favorite. And then I guess a quote would be like, and I don't do quotes normally, but I'll do one now. What quote would I pick? Mm,
When Ezra was first introduced, that's cool.
oh, his first line. So he says, I knew I could count on you, though sure took you long enough. That line. I like that line.
That you do it so good. Honestly.
It's so funny. It's so like something I would normally say. I knew I could count on you. You know, like I don't
Yeah.
feel so much like I'm like, oh yeah, I would say a joke like that too. If it took that long and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's funny.
And you talk about roles as of now. Well, you're gonna be getting the John Stamos biopic, right? You're gonna play John Stamos.
We're talking about the John Stamos biopic. You know, we don't know about that. That's in production.
Yeah.
Other roles that you're saying, like other things going on.
No, I'm just saying in general. That could be a future role. I'm just saying.
Totally. I mean, I doubt they would. I doubt it, just because I love John Stamos, but I don't feel aligned to his story or anything. There's other people I would definitely do biopics for, like historical figures and stuff.
Ooh,
And
who do you have? I'm curious.
I'd want to do Cyrus the Great, the founder
Ooh,
of the Persian Empire. Beautiful legacy and incredible story, and just incredible human being in our history. He like changed
yeah.
the world. He is like one of the leaders and for like one of the most enlightened rulers with foresight to have a ban on slavery, to allow people to practice their own customs and religions. Like it's a fascinating history of progressivity that he had way back when he was ruling and founding the Persian Empire.
Is your bracket okay?
Just looking at the wear and tear. He's one. Rumi, who's a poet,
Okay.
kind of a prophet too. Rumi would be cool. Khalil Gibran, although Khalil Gibran's Lebanese, so it'd probably be better to have a Lebanese actor. But who else? Oh, I want to do I'm gonna. My plan is I will do a Sinbad movie. You know
Ooh,
Sinbad?
yeah,
You know Sinbad? Sinbad the
yeah,
Sailor?
yeah.
Yeah, dude. His original story comes from this book, Thousand and One Arabian Nights, something like that. But then prior to that, there's a book called the Shahnameh. It's the Epic of Persian Kings, a poetry book by a famous poet named Ferdowsi. And
Okay.
he helped survive the language of Farsi with this book because they were trying to eradicate Farsi and all of the culture of Persians. And this book, because it had become circulated, helped the language stay alive.
Wow.
And it's this beautiful book about the history of Iran in like a story narrative type way. And there's a story in the book that pretty much is exactly the story of Sinbad the Porter or Sinbad the Sailor from its origin in
That's
Thousand
cool.
One Arabian Nights. I know. And the name of that character in the Shahnameh is Esfandi. So it's my namesake, literally my last name. So I really want to play Sinbad and make that like a live action, kind of like Pirates of the Caribbean, but
Yeah,
more Middle Eastern lore. You know what I'm saying?
I check it out.
So
I
yeah,
like.
I think it would be really fun. Be like a family summer movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I
Like
watch.
Pirates, literally like Pirates of the Caribbean.
Wow, that's okay. I like how you're like manifesting it too. Like I want that to happen for you. That'd be cool.
Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, we'll see it someday in the theater. You know what I mean? You'll see it.
But okay. Now, can you walk me through the audition process? How did you land the role of Ezra? Bridger?
Yeah, I actually, interestingly enough, 6 months before there was an audition, or maybe longer, I had this intuition about Ezra, and I watched a few minutes of the show, and then I felt like I had an in-person conversation with Ezra, which sounds
Hmm.
strange, but it was like a force ghost, and it was like we were talking, and he was kind of like, "Yeah, like I have to ask your permission if I want to come alive through you." Da, da, da. So we shake it, we dap up. All right, Ezra, I'm down. You're a Jedi. He's
Eman, you there?
my
You,
back.
yeah, you're back. What the hell happened? You turned.
Can you see me?
I can see you. Can you see me?
Yeah, mine is frozen for some reason. Like I can't. Um,
You're not frozen on mine, if that makes any sense.
that's good. All right. I guess it'll be. Let me see. I'm gonna do this real quick. Boom, bam. Yeah. All right. Cool. So, oh
Pow.
yeah, maybe
You
that was
said boom,
Ezra.
bam, pow.
Boom, bam, pow. That was maybe Ezra being like, "What's up?" in the force sphere.
Yeah, he's
Um,
hacking to the computer. He's like,
yeah,
what's...
he's like in the mainframe using the force. Um, yeah. So anyway, we dap it up. Wow, it happened right when I said we dap it up too.
Yeah,
So
what the
hey,
hell?
shout out Ezra. Shout out Ezra. See proof. And so we dap it up, and he's kind of letting me know like you're gonna love this. Like I know you, Eman. I can see who you are in the spiritual realm. You're gonna love this. And I'm like, great. I trust you. You're a good energy. And then 6 months later, and so I send pictures of myself with the pictures of Ezra, the cartoon, the animation, to my manager and agent. And I'm like, hey guys, when they cast for this character, Ezra Bridger, I will be playing him. Use these pictures. And they're like, what the hell are you talking about? What the hell are you talking about? And I'm like, it's a long story. Just use those pictures. Trust me. I haven't really booked anything with them in 3 years. I already
Oh
told
my
them I
god.
quit acting and everything. I had quit acting at this point. I was just doing music. So they're kind of like, where's this from? Where's this coming from? And then I book, and then I do like a King Richard, and then I do the inspection. So now it's like, all of a sudden I'm a working actor and things are switching up, and they're like, this is awesome. All miracles showing up. But it's all in line with like this plan that I've been shown.
Hmm.
I'm like, yeah, this is kind of how I was shown what was going to happen. I was shown what was going to be next. And then while I'm shooting the inspection, I get an audition for Ezra, and they message me like, hey, we think this is that character you were mentioning because it's anonymous. There's
Okay.
dummy sides, and it's with the casting director that cast for a lot of Star Wars stuff. Her name is Sarah Finn.
Hmm.
And does a lot of Marvel stuff too. She's incredible. Her whole team is incredible. And so yeah, I get this anonymous audition, self-tape, and I was like, and I read the description, and then while I'm reading the description, Ezra's like basically in the room again. He's like, "You ready?" I'm like, Heck yeah, brother. Let's do this. Oh,
What the hell?
I say,
That's new. That's new. I've never seen that before. Eman. I've never seen that before, Eman. Honestly, I've never seen it. Did you add that or something? What is that?
it's the force, dude. It's just the force. Take a moment to enjoy the force.
Bro,
Isn't that so funny?
that's cool. That's awesome.
I love that. It's like being in a cartoon. Anyway, so then I send in one self tape. I do one take for each scene. Which on the second scene, I was a little bit like, man, is that irresponsible? Should I do a second take? And halfway through the second take, it's like Ezra jumped out and was like, no. Listen, do you trust me or not? I was like, okay, yeah, one take. I'll send it in. Then I send it in, and like within a couple of days, they called me. They were like, hey, you've been offered the role.
Like, yes.
Come on, you've been offered the role.
I just turned
You've been offered the role. Come on, man. You've been offered the role. Come on,
that
man.
Oh, they. Jake's like, what the fuck are you doing, bro?
Right when you said that, I look over at him and he was like this.
He thinks, what the fuck is going on here?
Oh my goodness, man. But yeah, so then after a little time, like they offered me the role, and then you just have to go through lawyers and stuff and sign a contract. But then I met Dave Filoni, Jon Favreau, the GOATs.
That's cool.
And they were really nice, man. They made it feel like I was with a family, you know, like they were uncles or something. Like, hey, welcome back. I was like, what? And yeah, it was cool. And they were like, can you grow a beard? Or Dave said, can you grow a beard? I was like, yeah. But I had never really grown a beard like that high. Like it was always kind of like right here. So I was like, yeah, I can grow a beard. And then I grew a beard.
Like this beard right here. I can't point good with this.
That's my real beard, man. That was good. You pointed right at it. That's my real beard. And that was cool too. It was my first time ever really rocking a full beard, and it's immortalized.
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, I had a beard once. There it is. So that was how that happened, man. Boom, Ezra Bridger. And then it was just like magic from then on. Just having fun on set, hanging out with the coolest people, loving and learning all about Star Wars. I didn't really know much about Star Wars until this project. And now I'm like, what? How could I have not known about Star Wars? This is so sick. It's exactly what I would have loved as a kid, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
And now I love it.
That's awesome.
In its own way. Yeah.
You know, it would be really funny every time you were swinging your thing. Imagine like a little tennis ball just came on the screen. And you just...
that would be another addition to my this thing.
Did you add that? Is that a thing you added?
I think it's just an iPhone feature, and it's funny because it'll happen randomly in meetings. There's one time I went like this or something while they were saying something like kind of sad. They were saying something kind of sad, and I was like, yeah, that's tough. And I was like this, and then I was like,
you try to pop the bubble, and the bubble gets
like,
bigger. You're kidding.
I was like, oh my god, I didn't thumbs up what you were saying. I was just scratching my chin. It was funny, man.
That's funny.
So that's how I got the role.
Awesome. Now, sorry about that. The next question actually comes from one of my friends because he knew that I was going to get you back on. Okay.
Yeah.
His name's okay. So I call him his name's Jose, but I call him Jose the Jedi Master. He asks, how would you make your character Ezra in the live action different from the animated Rebels series? How would you make your character different?
Okay, the question from Jose the Jedi Master is, how would I make my character different in live action from the animated version in Rebels?
Yes.
How would I make him different? Like, how did I make him different, or how would I?
How would you? Like, what would you make different about him? Like, if you could like make new, like, what would you make different?
A great question. Huh.
I'll tell him you say that, and you probably say thank you.
I don't know if I would make anything different. A lot of this character, I'm still like finding out.
Yeah.
It's not like I know. I feel like if I asked, I feel like one, I operate on this in the frequency of like what's meant for me will come for me. So I almost feel like however the character is being presented and asked of me is
Makes sense.
exactly how I'm meant to do it, and I wouldn't want to do it any other way. Does that make
makes
sense?
That makes sense.
And so I don't know if I would change it because it just is still arriving. I'm still in process. I still have another season, and I will still find out more about how Ezra is now before I could ever even comment on what I would change. You know, and he is different. He is different from his animated version. He's older now. He's had this 10 years of a different experience, and
yeah, he's got his beard.
He's got his beard. I'm saying though, like there's obviously the similarities that there are in nature and character, but he is different from his cartoon. My version of Ezra is different already, so I don't feel like I have any answer for what I would change.
I like your Ezra. I like the live action better than the cartoon personally, in my opinion.
Oh, thank you.
Of course.
But Taylor Gray is great in the cartoon as well. I love that whole show.
Did you ever meet Taylor Gray?
Yeah, we met.
You did. You met Taylor Gray. That's cool. That is cool.
He's really cool.
That's cool. See, I liked Taylor in an old Nickelodeon show back in the day called Bucket and Skinner. That's why I liked him.
Really? You knew Taylor Gray from that?
Yeah, that's how I discovered Taylor Gray.
That's a crazy throwback.
Did you ever see that show before or hear of it before?
Never heard of it. It's just crazy that you were like, oh, that's Taylor Gray.
It was like a Nickelodeon show back maybe, I don't know, like 2000s. Like I think it was like 10 years ago already, which is crazy. So
it's crazy.
Like,
wow.
Well, if you mention him, to be like, wow, that's a throwback. What the hell?
What was it called again?
Bucket and Skinner's Epic Adventures, but they call Bucket and Skinner.
That's sick, dude. Bucket and Skinner's what adventures?
Epic Adventures.
Classic, dude. Epic Adventures. Bucket and Skinner's Epic Adventures.
Am I actually able to show you a quick picture?
Sure.
Of his character? So you'd be like, what he look like back then? You'd be like, holy crap, that's what he looked like back in the day. 2011. He played Bucket. My fault. He played Bucket. See, it's been so long.
There's only two options. I mean, it's easy to confuse.
Here, if you can see good.
Oh my god, dude.
That show. It was only on for one season, but I watched that one season. So
I wonder if he was doing Ezra's voice at that point.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe.
Or maybe he had already done it because you said 2011.
2011.
I think Ezra was. I think that show was already a thing in 2011, right? Rebels.
Maybe 2013. Okay. Let me check. It's driving me crazy. Star Wars Rebels came out in. Give me a second. Star Wars Rebels aired. Just saw it. 2014.
Okay, so he hadn't done it yet.
Well, you never know. He could have recorded his lines a couple years beforehand.
I feel like it would have been a little too early.
Yeah,
but still cool. Still cool.
So I bet you, if you were seeing, like, wow, that's really a throwback. What the hell?
I'm gonna tell him.
He'd be shocked. No, favorite Star Wars character and favorite memory behind the scenes. I remember this is when you said you were sliding. That was funny when you're talking.
Oh yeah. So favorite Star Wars character.
Other than Ezra, of course.
Dang, I don't even remember what I said last time. I'm just gonna rethink about it.
Darth Maul.
That's funny. That I did think about Darth Maul again in my head, but I changed my mind actually.
Ooh, okay.
I might have said Darth Maul, but I changed my mind now. I think I prefer.
Darth Vader. The different Darth.
I think I prefer Kane and Jareth. I'm gonna go with Kane, and I'm gonna switch because as cool as Darth Maul is, and his death was insane. Sam Witwer's final words with that character were insane.
Yeah,
but I think Kanan has the most beautiful and complete story
That's
that
true.
I've seen, you
That
know.
is-
And he's the most like honorable and honest too. He's like I'm doing my best. You know what I mean? He's like I'm just doing my best. I think it was awesome. I love Kanan, Freddie Prinze Jr. So I'm gonna go Kanan Jarrus now.
Ooh, okay. I like
Yeah.
that. Cool answer.
Yeah.
Is there a least favorite character? I'm just curious. I'm just throwing that out there. I'm just curious. Is there a least favorite character?
Only from Ezra's perspective, which is Thrawn, but not. I love Thrawn. You know, Thrawn's a crazy awesome character, but Ezra probably don't like Thrawn very much.
And then favorite memory behind the scenes, like you have a favorite memory?
Yeah. So the first time I got to do my some fight choreography was episode 8, where I have the lightsaber, and myself, Ahsoka, and Sabine are all in the room, and we have to push through all these night troopers, and then she's like, Sabine, blasters, and so Sabine pulls out blasters, and I slide to the right, block one, and then I sprint towards all these stormtroopers, and I do like a spin, a slash, a duck. I spin around, I pick one up, and then I force push a bunch of them, and it's like snake in water, right? And the crew had never really seen me do anything yet because I was new to set, so nobody knew like if I was going to do my own stunts or not, or like how it would show up, you know, on camera. Like, would it look good or would it look slow? And like, you need to get a stunt double in. And so it's kind of the first time anyone's seeing that, and really like the first impression for a lot of them who know Ezra from Rebels to see the live action Ezra.
Hmm.
And so it was kind of like a debut in some ways.
Okay.
And then for me, it was like a first time I've ever been asked to do this sort of thing with the budget that they have, and the stormtroopers, the extras, the quibs, the explosions that are happening on their chest every take. You know, it's like, oh, this is a lot going into every take. And I was starting, and then it was like, okay, Eman, are you ready? I'm like, yeah, go for it. And then they're like, action, and I go, and I just slip right away. Just slip right away, fall to the ground, because there's dirt all over the ground that they put for, you know, for the like accuracy of the location. And I'm like, yo, everyone's like, whoa, okay, can he do this or what? He just fell right away. And I'm like, no, I'm good, but can we, you know, broom away this dirt and any dirt that's on the way? They're like, yeah, sure. They broom away that dirt, they sweep it away. And then they're like, action, go, boom, boom, boom. I run in. As soon as I take like one step and turn, I take one hard step, there's still dirt over in this area. So I slide again and I fall to the ground. And everyone's like, no, this guy's chopped. He's not going to be able to do this. And I'm over here like, no, I got it. I just need solid ground. Can we sweep all of this? Is it in the shot? They're like, no. I'm like, sweep it all. What the hell? Give me a chance. So they sweep the whole floor. I'm like, okay, looks good. Let's do it. Third take. And then I'm pretty sure there was a take where I was like, I'll let you know when I'm ready. They're like, okay. And then I don't say anything, and they called action, and I wasn't ready, so I waited. But then all the explosions went off and shit.
Oh my God.
And I'm just literally standing there like, not on me, technically. That's not my bad right there. I didn't waste that take, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then they reset everything, which takes like 7 to 10 minutes. So I'm like, that's okay. And so during that, I'm like, all right, rehearsing with the stunt guys. I'm like, all right, if I'm here, you got to be a little closer. You got to be a little closer. Cool. And then I'm moving here. Can you duck this part low? Yeah. Okay, great. And we're all like working out the scene together. It was really fun. Those stunt guys, the guys who take all these hits, they're such pros. They were so helpful in helping me like feel comfortable. And then it was time, and they were like, all right, let's go for it. Action, boom. I run through the whole thing, and it's silent, right? Because when you shoot this thing, it's silent. So all you hear are like hard steps, like doo, 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 and like shoo, shoo, and like this just like sound of like dirt and rocks, and like the sound of all the stormtrooper armor like falling, and me slashing and like throwing them. And it's this unique synchronistic sound because it's all in like a pattern, right? It has like a rhythm to it. And then at the very end, I throw a guy, force push him, and then I block 2, and I'm supposed to see Ahsoka and run off the screen to go like slide and slash someone. And I go to run off the screen, and there was a little dirt still.
Oh my god.
Thumbs down, dude. The dirt. There's a little dirt still, and I'm like, and I slide, but it looks like I run off, like that, and I just kind of like slowly lower, and in my head I'm like, fuck, but I kind of played it off, and then they call cut. Everyone just starts going, yeah, like going crazy. The whole crew is like, and I'm walking straight to my stunt choreographer, Ming Q,
Okay.
to look at the footage so she could tell me, you need to get lower here, you need to move your lightsaber there, XYZ, right? Because you can always improve. So I'm like locked in, focused, like, okay, I got to go see what I didn't do and did do. And I'm walking over, and everyone's like, yeah, and I'm like, oh, like, okay. And then I go to it, and I'm watching the playback with her, iPad, and then in my head I'm thinking, did I nail that? Like, I don't think I would change anything of that. And I'm just quiet though, because I'm not I don't know. She's got to tell me. And then we're kind of quiet. And she looks at me. She's like, yeah. I'm like, right. Pretty good, huh? She's like, yeah, just do it again. I'm like, oh, let's go. Like, because we had rehearsed it so many times. And every time we rehearsed and we watched the footage, she was like, you need this, you need to do that, you need to do this. So it was constantly being improved upon and like honed in. And then on the day, boom, she was like, "Yeah, that was good. That was it." I was like,
"That's cool."
Right in the nick of time. So then we did a bunch of takes, and I just kept getting to have fun nailing that, and that was probably my favorite moment on set.
That's really cool. When you mentioned the dirt, I thought Mario Kart. You kept slipping like a banana peel. That's what I thought.
Yep, literally, that's how it was. But that was an epic day.
That's cool. Do you have any props from the show? Like, I'm just curious. Like, do you have any props from the show?
No, I didn't keep anything. I thought of it, but then I thought, like, I guess I felt like it was enough to be in the show and use the props, right? Like, there's going to be footage of me using it, and I guess I also didn't have like my own house. I don't have a house that I own yet.
Okay.
So like, I'm like, where am I going to go put it? In storage? It doesn't feel right to go put it in like a storage unit for now, like.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'll just, when the time comes, I'll have like a place dedicated to my Star Wars stuff.
That's cool.
And I'll make sure to have stuff then. But I don't know. It just didn't occur to me at the beginning. And I was like, they were like, very like, don't take anything, So I was like, okay, I won't. But then after I found out other people took tons of stuff, and I was like,
damn it.
Season 2.
Yeah. Because that'd be cool. You had like your own lightsaber. That'd be cool.
So cool. So cool.
That'd be fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Now my next one, actually, I'm just curious. Okay, so I saw on social media. Okay, you don't have to answer this. It's up to you. I see rumors going around that younger Ahsoka, Obi-Wan, and Anakin are in season 2. Is that true?
Younger Ahsoka, Obi-Wan, and Anakin, like Clone Wars days?
Like there would be a season 2 of your show, Ahsoka.
Oh, well, that's for sure. We definitely have a season 2, and that's been announced. Like, that's public.
Do you know if Hayden's coming back?
I don't actually know. They don't tell us any of the plot stuff until we're like pretty much shooting. Then you get to like do table reads, and it's all under really like intense lock and key, like multiple codes and verifications. It's so much security just to get an eye on the script. So I haven't been told anything about next season's like who's back or who's not.
Wow. Because also another rumor was Rory McCain is replacing his good friend Ray Stevenson, the late great Ray Stevenson.
Wow.
Did you hear about that too?
For Balin? No, I wonder. I feel like if that's true, we'll hear about that.
Because that was a big thing. Like everyone was going crazy with that one, and the one with Hayden coming back. That's why I'm just like, wow.
Listen, I hope he comes back. I love that guy. He's dope.
You met Hayden? That's cool.
Yeah, Hayden and
I met him here a couple years ago for Star Wars Celebration a long time ago.
Such a cool dude. Yeah, such a cool dude. Plays tennis.
That's cool.
So I would love if he came back because then we could go play tennis together while we're shooting.
Oh my god, imagine that match. Oh my god, Anakin versus Ezra, bro.
On a tennis court, dude?
No. And then you guys just
Yeah.
use the force, y'all. Like, that'd be cool. Cool little video, too.
Just
Oh my god. That'd be cool, though.
he's like, dang, that one just doesn't want to cooperate.
Do you have to, like, separate them a little more, maybe? Yeah.
Nice.
I don't know that, but I guess so.
That's funny. Yeah, dude. I would hope he comes back. I don't know anything about it. They don't tell us like details of that. We find out when y'all find out.
Cool. Okay.
Which is kind of interesting, right?
Yeah, you think
Like,
you
we think we're on the inside.
Oh. Okay. Now, if you were an actor or singer, what do you think your career would have been, and what other hobbies do you have besides acting and music?
I'm starting a podcast.
Keepers of the Fire. Sorry.
Keepers of the Fire. That's right. Yeah, you remember. It's called Keepers of the Fire. It's really awesome. I'm co-hosting it with a friend named Journey Bailey, who's also J Bay, the rapper, who I have songs out with. We created it with this really great team. Our tech master, our director of technical operations. I don't know the exact title, but he does. Is David Perella. He's a genius. And our producer extraordinaire is Eliana Robertson, who's amazing. And it's beautiful. We get we sit around a fire, and we start the episode with burning things we're letting go of. So we write down, I'm letting go X, Y, Z. We burn it. You can explain it. You don't have to. And then all of us take turns dropping that stuff and explaining it. And then we throw a Palo Santo stick in there to purify the flame.
That's cool.
And then we throw in what we're calling in. So we say aloud, I'm calling this in for my life. And we throw that into the fire and we call that in. It's really intentional and fun. And then it's like a casual, we're just hanging around the fire, you know? Everyone we have on as guests tend to be artists, you know? And right now it's just friends of ours. Jake and his brother are actually on one of the episodes. It's a really fun episode. And yeah, so there's a podcast. So I guess I would be a podcast host. But if I wasn't in the entertainment world, I'd probably be. I want to be in. Oh, for sure.
Eman goes pro. Come on, Eman goes.
I'm still working on that. I'm still like I have every intention of playing professional tennis, but I have to manage it between the schedule of being an actor and an artist and doing other things. You know what I mean? And pro tennis just takes time. It takes a lot of time. But that's still a thing. I will be a pro tennis player before I'm dead, for sure.
And you're inviting me to your first match. I want to see your debut. I need to see this.
I'll tell you where it is. You come.
Bet.
Maybe I'll just be playing all around the world at some point, and I'll be like, dude, I'm in Chicago playing a tournament.
That'd be cool.
You know? That'd be cool.
That'd be cool.
Anyway, so tennis for sure, and I'm still working on that. But other things that I'm not now currently pursuing, I think I would be in some sort of inventing position. I'd want to be able to like design things that don't exist yet, or invent things, you know, or some sort of explorer. I'd love to be an astronaut, but also maybe I wouldn't want to be an astronaut. It's not like we're at the point of space travel where we're constantly on other planets or talking to aliens and stuff. So it's not as fun as I thought, but
you're in the galaxy though in Star Wars.
I'm pretty much an astronaut. Cooler than an astronaut. I'm with the New Republic I'm with the Rebellion and the New Republic, and I'm a pilot and a Jedi. I'm having the same amount of fun, basically. True. Yeah, something like that.
What hobbies do you have? Like any hobbies? Like do you like to mount? Do you like biking, hiking? I don't know. Do you have any hobbies?
I love boxing. I just got back into video games the last couple months. I used to be a gamer kid. I was a skater brat, and then skater
boy.
I was a skater boy. I was a skater boy. I was a skate rat, really. And then I became a gamer, you know?
Okay.
And I was like all the time till 4 a.m. playing Xbox Live, Gears of War, Call of
Holy
Duty, Halo. And now I just bought an Xbox One, I think it's called. I haven't had a console in 15 years. So I
Holy
bought a
crap.
console. So I bought a console and now I'm playing. Well, I wasn't playing that much, but now I'm playing more because of these fires and we're all staying indoors. So I've had some more indoor time,
Okay.
and my friend and I's been playing Halo online, and we're
Ooh.
crushing it. It's been really fun. So that's like a new hobby, but I don't know how long that one will last. It's more so just like when I have nothing to do and I want to decompress. What else do I love?
That's cool. You're a gamer. Me too. I'm a fellow gamer, so that's cool. That's really
What do you
cool.
play?
I play a variety of games. Like I play Halo, Fortnite,
Let's
Minecraft,
go.
everything, anything and everything.
Yeah, that's nice. I love shooters.
Call of Duty. I play everything.
Yoga. I do
Ooh.
yoga. I love
Okay.
yoga. Did some yoga this morning.
Do the tree pose. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Give you the what?
I said do the tree pose. The tree pose.
Hit the tree pose. Oh, you're a yogi? Hit a tree pose. It's like telling a skater, like, do a kickflip. Do a kickflip. Hey, Tony Hawk, do a 720. Yeah, I'd say those are my hobbies. I like to write poetry.
Okay.
That's a hobby.
Oh yeah, don't you have that linked on your Instagram, your poetry account?
Yeah, I'm gonna start an account. Oh, I started the account, but I'm stockpiling posts, and then I'm
Ooh.
just gonna read. It's called As a Poet I'd Say, and it'll just be like little reels of me reading my favorite poems out loud.
Ooh.
And I'm just gonna start every post with "As a poet I'd say," and then I'd read the poem the way I feel like reading it, or the way I interpret it, you know.
I like that.
And I have a bunch of my own. I'm gonna release a little poetry book, like a little coffee book, and I think it'll be called "Je te laisserai des mots." Je te laisserai des mots, which means I will leave you notes.
Ooh.
Yeah, I will leave you notes. Je te laisserai des mots. And yeah, it'll be like a little book of notes that I've written over years. Be like less than 50 pages, and be a little coffee book, you know. And so I'll have this page where I'm honoring all the poems that I love, but also get to post about every once in a while. I'll post one of mine from the book, you know.
That's cool.
Yeah, it'll be fun.
Now, before the next one, I noticed. What's your tattoo say? Like, I see you have like a tattoo.
This one.
Yeah.
It says "Burning in the honor of love."
I like that.
It came to me in a dream. I woke up saying it like nonstop, burning in the honor of love, burning in the honor of love, burning on. And I didn't know what it meant. Wrote it down, and then it went away. So I was like, all right, went to sleep. Then later that week, I had some really deep conversations with a bunch of people about life purpose and what it is we're here for. And I kept saying, it feels like I'm meant to follow these inspirations as far as they'll take me, and like to shine a light on the things I'm shown. And so it was all about like shining and burning and being bright and being like full. And then all of it kind of leads back to love for me. It feels like God is love and the universe is love, and love is the answer, as Jake and I were saying the other day. And so it became like my life's simplified mission. It was like, okay, I'm here to burn in the honor of love.
I thought when you said love, I thought you were gonna do your heart thing.
Oh, right. That's so funny. I should have. It should have been this and then this. It's like yeah. Burning in the honor of love.
You know, that would be a cool name of a song. Burning in the honor of love, or Love is the Answer for you. That'd be a cool song name. Cool song. So
When that song comes out, shout out.
I'll check it.
Zito.
I'll check it out.
This is Zito. Name this song.
I like guys. Your music's like everybody. Guys, yeah, check out his music. Your music is amazing, Eman.
Thank you, man. Appreciate that.
Of course. Now, favorite band, artist, and type of music. I think you said basically earlier all your people you like.
I said all my rap people, but I love a lot of I love Hosier, I love Dermot Kennedy, um I love a lot of old school like crooners, Big J McNeely, Frank Sinatra, Paul Anka, Dean Martin, Nat King Cole. Love a Nat King Cole. Etta James is a beautiful singer. I love John Mayer. I liked his Gravity or Continuum. I like Donald Glover. I love Tyler the Creator's new album is incredible. Chromacopia. I listen to that so much. He's incredible as an artist. What else do I really love? I think Doechie's dope. And then also there's this woman, Lil Sims. She's incredible. She's a rapper. Yeah, there's so many talented artists, man. I don't know. But those are some of the ones that I love.
Is there like a top 3 genres you like, Curiosity? Top 3 genres?
Yeah, I guess like crooning, like the jazz crooners, singers, and then rap, hip hop,
Okay.
and then singer songwriter, like acoustic. That kind of stuff.
Okay. I like that. Sorry, I'm looking because I'm gonna blow your mind because you said a certain person. So sorry about that. I was like looking down trying to look for it. Sorry about that. It's gonna blow. I'm not gonna say because I want you to guess. I want you to get guitar now. Sing a song.
This guy just keeps getting all his random stuff out. Where'd that come from? Okay, who are you saying? Oh, you want me to guess?
Yes. Let's see. I'm looking at my photo gallery. So sorry about that. That's why I was looking down. I was like, I want to surprise you. You mentioned someone. He's gonna be like, what? Let me see.
Oh my God! I can already imagine what you're about to show me.
So yeah. Come on. Give me 1 second. Sorry about that.
Take your time, man.
Where is that? I just saw it. I'm blind. Okay. I went past it. Oh, there it is. Okay, I look stupid with this picture, but I'll just be honest. But
is that Nat King Cole, bro?
that's Paul Anka.
Oh.
He said Paul Anka. So I was like,
I thought Nat King Cole was dead. That's Paul Anka? Let me see him.
This was October of last year.
Wow, it's kind of hard to see on here. Bro, Paul Anka, you met him, dude. Wait, how did you meet him? Did he sing? Were you at a concert?
Yeah, concert.
Wow. He looks great.
So that's why I'm sorry if I was looking down, trying to make sure I was looking for it to surprise you.
No, that was good. That's amazing.
So
It's so cool who you meet. You meet all these incredible people. It's an honor to be on your podcast.
Thank you. You're gonna sing a song. I'm guessing you're gonna sing a song for them.
I'm on Joseph's podcast. Joseph Zito Productions. I'm on the podcast. I don't know what else to say. That was it. Then that's the end.
It's gonna be on the charts.
Yeah, it's a billboard. It's just that 20 seconds. Joseph Zito.
That could be the new theme song. When I introduce people, that could be the theme song.
That's hilarious, dude. You can hear
Yo,
that.
I used to use it as a sound bite. People like, what?
Yeah. Oh, wow, that's so funny.
Special credit by Eman.
That's hilarious. We should listen back to it later, though, and see, like, is it possible? Is it funny enough to use as an intro for something?
I feel like it'd be funny. Okay, so when I come in when I come in frame every interview that plays in the background, like the talk shows, like the Jimmy Fallon's, Jimmy Kimmel's. I come in.
Yeah, dude, that would be really good. Wow, that's so funny. We have to check that later. We have to see if that works. because that would be awesome.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
That'd
Now,
be pretty cool.
favorite sports and favorite teams? What do you like, Eman?
Tennis,
Tennis.
Federer, Nadal, Alcaraz, Djokovic. I don't really watch other sports all that often.
I see you as a soccer guy. I don't know why. There's something about it. You like.
I mean, I like to play it, but I don't really. That's the thing about other sports. As soon as I watch them, I'm just like, I want to go play.
Makes
Tennis,
sense.
I can watch and enjoy because I'm like intimately connected to the scoring system, and I get what you feel at each point set up, and like, oh, it's 30 love or 15-30 or whatever it is. I can
Makes sense.
feel it, you know. But the other ones, I'm like attached. I'm like, I just want to go try that now. Throw the football around, try to get by someone on a soccer field,
Makes sense.
shoot the basketball. Like, I don't really feel like watching.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
So if I got any of those tennis players on here on my channel, you'd be like, what? I could see you like, what?
Yeah, that'd be sick, man. That'd be sick. I mean, ultimately, I'd love to I just met Nick Kyrgios, Naomi Osaka, and Ons Jabeur.
Ooh,
We all played ping pong,
that's cool.
and that was cool. And they're cool, but I also, more than anything, I want to play tennis with them. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, that's what I really want to do is I want to play against this person. You can't get what you get from this player from any other player in the world. They strike the ball a very specific way. It's like acting with Leo or acting with Denzel. You can act with people as good as them, but you're not going to act with the same, whatever they bring is what they bring, and you want to work with those people. And it's like I
Makes
feel
sense.
that way, but I want to play tennis with those other people.
Makes sense. Now, okay, I'm curious. That's still like, who's your favorite tennis player of all time that's still alive? I'm just curious. Just out of
Federer.
curiosity. Okay, so if I get Federer, can you join that interview? You'd go crazy. I know that. Just a minute. Come on, you go crazy.
I mean, it'd be really awesome. I think it would depend on the interview for you. I wouldn't want to take away from you having like this epic, greatest of all time tennis player.
That'd be
And then
cool if you join it.
I wouldn't want to Huh?
You're a fellow fan of his, so you're fine.
I am a fellow fan of his. I mean,
That'd be cool.
I wouldn't want to divert the attention from him, but I would be, if there was if we talk about it and then there's the right way to present it and do it, I'm totally there. I would love to talk to him.
And I play in the beginning when I walk in the room, the Joe's.
The theme song? Or I just play it live.
You got the live music. Now, this is like... Because don't they have music on those talk shows too? Like,
they do.
The music act we got. Now, what is your favorite food? What's your favorite food? Come on.
My favorite food is Chinese food. I love white rice and Beijing beef and fortune cookies and crispy wontons. Sometimes chow mein and food served with tongs. I used to love Panda Express. This is not a sponsored ad. Now I eat a little bit healthier because that food in abundance can be bad. I love Chinese food, man. I don't know. I've always loved it. For whatever reason, it's like my favorite food to get.
Interesting. So just
That
imagine,
or yeah.
I would say, imagine this video. I just get Panda Express to sponsor just for the memes.
I mean, I would definitely eat it. Actually, I might even get it today just because we talked about it and to honor that time in my life. I'm nostalgic for it now.
But you were saying before I cut you off, I'm sorry.
Oh, or a great steak. Man, I love a good New York strip.
Okay. And you're from Texas,
I'm
originally?
from Texas, man. Or barbecue. Woo! I love barbecue.
That sounds good. And remember, next time you're here, I'm taking you some Chinese. I got a good spot. So.
I'm gonna hold you to that.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Now, are there any projects you have in the works? Anything coming up?
The podcast, Keepers of the Fire, which you could find on Instagram and YouTube.
I'll link them down below. Help you out too.
Thanks. My music stuff, I have a new music video coming out for Alexei 3049 DeLorean. That synth pop song I made.
Very catchy. Must admit.
Thanks, man. Yeah, I had a lot of fun making that. It was so different from what I've normally made.
Yeah, I was like,
That
wow,
was
this
cool.
is different. But I like that though. You gotta be different.
Yeah. I just want to follow the flow. Like I said, the Dragon Wolf stuff is just whatever the idea is, let me give it life. And then after it feels like, good, I was supposed to do that. Moving on. You know, it's like a mission I'm given.
Yeah.
So that, and then the poetry book.
Okay.
I will leave you notes. Je te laisserai des mots. And my account as a poet, I'd say. And then other than that, I did this film called Firewall.
Yep.
Written and directed by Bita Gassemi. She's a good friend of mine. She's this super talented writer and director. She's Persian, and it's this beautiful story of a young girl who has been separate from her father for a long time and can't communicate with him because of the regime in Iran, not letting anyone communicate. And so it's called Firewall appropriately, and it's kind of based on a true story of hers. And I play the younger version of Ani, the main character, the young girl, of her father. The last time he saw her, or she saw him, he was this young with her. And I have this huge beard, the biggest beard you've ever seen me have.
Oh my!
Super long, thick hair. Like I look
Different.
like my own father.
Oh my god!
I look so much different, dude. And it's so exciting to go. I really love the story, and it surrounds itself around one of the stories in the Shahnameh, that book I was telling you about, the Epic of Persian Kings, and it's about the Serpent King. And the Serpent King was a dictator, and the people rise up and take control again. They beat him. And Ani gets inspired by this. But yeah, the father has this like beautiful moment with Ani. You don't know if he was there or not, but it was enough for her to like find her strength and find her courage. And it'll be done soon. And then she'll be on the festival circuit. So hopefully it's going to do its rounds in all the perfect festivals it's meant to, and we'll get to go celebrate in premieres. And then eventually I'm sure it'll become a public film. I'm sure it'll end up somewhere that anyone in the world can see it. So I look really forward to that movie because I love the script, I love the cast, I love the writer director, and it's a very honest depiction of what it is to be first generation American, and still be affected by the things that affect your home country or the country your parents are from.
That's cool. It sounds like a tearjerker. Like it's making me cry. I'll watch it, but it sounds like it's like really wow.
It's emotional.
It's awesome.
Emotional for sure. Yeah.
I'll check it out. Now, what advice would you give younger people on becoming an actor, musician? Eman's advice. The wise Eman.
Whoa. That's a good question.
Thank you.
I'd say do everything you can to cultivate the practice of following your intuition and your inner guidance, right? The whispers at your heart, the tug and the pull on the heartstrings that lead you to do one thing or say this or sing this or be this or try this. There's so many times where something is pulled to me and I'm like, okay, I feel inspired to go do this for whatever reason. This is the thing. It seems like I'm wasting time, or all of a sudden I'm spending time doing this for what? Boom, something comes into my life later. And all that time I spent following the pull and trusting that intuition prepared me for this thing that I really, really am happy about and really grateful for and really would want to do, but would not have been capable or able to do without this preparation that only the intuition guided me for. So it's like a fascinating alignment where people are like, how are you perfectly adept for this thing? And it's like, well, if I would have told you what I was doing, if I would have told you what I was doing for the last 3 months, you'd be like, why are you doing any of that? But now it's like, actually the last 3 months I've been doing this, and it's like, perfect, you know? I love this. And so I would say cultivate the practice of trusting your inner guidance and your inner voice. There's this phrase I like to use when I don't know what to do, and it is, thank you, God, for my divine impulses, which are my hounds of heaven that lead me to my quickest and highest good. And I'll just say that to myself again and again in the morning, and then I'll get an idea to do something. It'll be weird sometimes. Like sometimes it's like, do all your laundry, clean your car. Like I'm like, that's the mission today. Damn. And then sometimes it's like, go to this specific coffee shop or go pick up this thing or go call this person. It's like very weird and random. I'm like, I haven't thought of that in forever. And I follow it through, and something on the other side has led me to something good. And I'm like, whoa, my hounds of heaven that lead me to my quickest and highest good, these divine impulses. And that practice, that trust, that faith, definitely the most important thing that I ever learned as an artist. It's the thing that has borne the most fruit, and I think will continue to bear all the most fruit for the rest of my life. Seriously. So that's my most honest advice to anyone who wants to be an artist in any way.
I like that. I always like to stay humble. Remember you came from too. That too.
Yeah, I love that. It's good to remember your journey. It's also important to like not let where you came from limit who you believe you're meant to be.
Exactly.
Like not use it as a weight and use it instead as a motivation, as a reminder to be grateful. Like, wow, I did come from a border town. I didn't know anyone in the industry of entertainment. I do come from immigrant parents, and I did, you know what I mean, get myself through school and get myself out here and make my own life for myself. And it's just something that is, you're also gifted the experience of going from rags to riches. You're gifted the experience of going from nothing to something. It's a lucky thing to get to do.
Yeah.
It takes so many things aligning, and such a consistent commitment to expansion. Like, I will do this, and you do it, and you're like, whoa, there's where I started, and here's where I am.
Yeah.
So
It's true.
yeah.
You know what? The guitar now you look like Joe Jonas. You look like the guitar.
Joe Jonas.
Yeah, he's popular. Come on.
No, of course. Joe Jonas is a star. Like, he's like a musical star. I didn't grow up on Joe Jonas. Like, I didn't listen to him. I don't know his music.
I just know because all the girls in my area know him. That's why. So I'm like,
Joe Jonas is really popular around your area.
oh,
yeah. Ladies in Chicago. That's cool. Good for Joe. Good for Joe. No. So then maybe I would be popular in Chicago. I'm sure.
Yeah, come on, I got Joe Jonas.
You look like Joe Jonas. You look like Joe Jonas.
No.
I go to some neighborhoods. I go to San Francisco. You look like John Stamos. You look just like John Stamos.
Uncle Jesse's here.
Uncle Jesse's back, and he's younger.
Now, what's one thing you like to tell the Bridger Brigade? What's one like to tell?
Oh, Bridger Brigade. Shout out to the Bridger Brigade.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. I want to say thank you to the Bridger Brigade. Thank you very much for your love and your support. I've been tagged in more things by the Bridger Brigade that show me cool things that are coming out about Ezra than not. Like, they'll tag me when a new toy came out, or tag me when a comic came out, or a fan art. And they're like, have you seen this? And I'm like, whoa, like, it's so cool. I would miss it if it weren't for the Bridger Brigade. So shout out to them. Shout out to y'all, Bridger Brigade. I love you. And
you love them? I can't do it how you do it for you.
Oh, I love you, Bridger Brigade. I love you. This is how I feel when I think about you, Bridger Brigade. This is how I feel. I love the Bridger Brigade. Thank you to them. Shout out to them. I love the Dragon Wolf Army as well. Shout out to them. And I'd say keep your head up, keep your heart open, and may the force be with you.
Like that. And stay tuned. Maybe he'll do a part 2 answering your questions. That'd be cool.
Maybe.
That'd be cool. Now, would you? What's it called? Do you have any questions?
Mm-hmm. Who was your first guest
That I've
on the
ever interviewed?
podcast? Yeah. Who was the first person? Well, who was the first person you thought, I want to interview this person and start a podcast? Or did you even know that at the beginning?
Well, the first person I interviewed was Ryan Kuffner. At the time, he was a professional hockey player, but now he's retired because of injuries. That happens in sports. But at the time, yeah. And my first, what's called big one that I was like, oh my God, what the hell just happened, was my 60-second interview with Jeff Kinney. He's the author of the Diary of a Kid books. Do you hear those books?
Whoa, of course.
Yeah. That one made me like, what the fuck? Did I just really talk to him? Like, what's going on here?
I felt that way when I met Timothy Zahn.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool.
Author of Heir to the Empire trilogy. I met him, and he's so cool. And he wants to do a story on Ezra and Thrawn during their time in Peridia.
That's cool.
Which would be awesome, but I don't know who approves or does that. But it was just cool to meet the mastermind. So I get what you mean by meeting that man who wrote the Diary of a Wimpy Kid. That's so cool.
Yeah, like honestly, and then yeah, you've heard or seen who I've had on my show. You're like, oh my God.
Yeah. You got great guests, man.
Thank you. Appreciate that,
Yeah,
Eman. Honestly,
congratulations.
Thank you. And do you have any other questions before I ask my last one, Eman?
I'm good, man. Oh yeah, one more. If you could do anything, and it provided you everything your family ever wanted, you and your family would be set for life, what would you do?
Just give them love from now on, like forever and ever. That's the power of love. Oh my God, it's this Huey Lewis song, "The Power of Love." Just give, I like to spread love, positivity, love. That's what it's about. You know what I mean, Eman?
Yeah, I know what you mean, Joseph. I'm right there with you, bud.
Appreciate it.
That's awesome.
Too much negativity. I mean, there's too much negativity in the world. We need more positivity. I mean, like you're very positive. Eman.
I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. I feel a similar way. I want to show up as bright as I can, so when there's any darkness, you get to help out a little bit for whoever's ready.
Like that. You could be like the light in the tunnel, the light in the dark tunnel.
I'm just over there looking like this.
Does that work from far away?
I'm just in the background, like, come over here. I'm like, this way. Come over here. The tunnel's a party. What's your last question, Joseph?
Is there anything you want to promote and shout out that the viewers can check out? I can link down below. Your podcast, your Instagram, your socials.
Yeah, just all the socials I'll put up, and then I think I would love to put out like one of the links to the mutual aids that they have for the LA fires. There's so many people who have lost their homes and everything. They've lost everything. Or they're in a neighborhood where now it's affected them so much that they can't really go back to living the same way. So it'd be great to link something that could help out as many people as we could for that.
Got you. I got you. I'll do that. I'll link down that. I'll link down your Instagram, your Twitter, your YouTube, your podcast, everything. Even your Eman Goes Pro Instagram, Keepers Fire, Poetry account. You got so many accounts for all your.
Sheesh, you're telling me, Joseph. You're telling me.
How can you keep a track of all those Eman? Like, what the hell, bro?
I got good help from good friends, man.
Awesome. Thank you, and Eman, for an awesome, amazing chat. I had a fun time chatting with you. Thank you.
Thank you, Joseph Zito. It was an honor to be part of your show.
Thank you. Have a great day, everybody, and stay awesome. And you stay awesome, Eman, and may the force be with you.
And may it be with you as well. See you.